Mastering diverse interview styles from solitary to panel, phone to video, your complete guide. Let's delve into the realm of different interview formats. In some instances, you'll face a solitary interview, while in others, it will be just one part of a comprehensive evaluation process that includes interviews and various skills assessments. The typical duration of a first interview ranges from 30 minutes to an hour, but there's a wide array of interview styles to consider. If you're unsure about the format of your upcoming interview, it's advisable to inquire beforehand. Let's explore the various methods you might encounter. Single interviews conducted by a lone interviewer are relatively rare, as most employers aim for a balanced and unbiased evaluation, often involving interview panels consisting of 2 or 3 members. In some cases, you may even encounter larger panels, but this tends to be less intimidating than it may initially appear. When responding to questions, address the person who posed the question while also acknowledging the other panel members during your responses. Interview styles can vary, ranging from highly formal to more informal, resembling a conversation about you and your interests. Regardless of the apparent informality, remember that you are still under assessment. Ready to get started? Let's dive into a specific type of interview, the telephone interview. Mastering different interview types, telephone interviews. Sometimes, a recruiter may call you without prior notice, but typically, the date and time of a phone interview are pre-arranged. The recruiter might use your landline or mobile number to call, or you may be required to initiate the call. In the latter case, they may provide a toll-free number, but occasionally, you might be responsible for the call's cost. Most phone interviews follow a structure similar to in-person interviews, with questions focusing on motivation and competencies. Occasionally, you might encounter highly structured interviews, where the interviewer reads a list of predetermined competency-based questions, moving swiftly to the next without providing extensive feedback. Another variation is the fully automated interview, where you respond to pre-recorded questions by pressing number keys on your phone. In addition to answering questions, you may be asked to demonstrate your suitability in various ways, such as selling a product if you're interviewing for a sales position. On average, a phone interview lasts around 30 minutes, but it can be as brief as 20 minutes or extend to an hour. To ensure your phone interview goes smoothly, here are some tips. 1. Find a quiet, disturbance-free location. 2. If using a mobile phone, ensure it's fully charged and in an area with good signal reception. 3. If using a landline, stay nearby to answer it promptly. 4. Have your application form, CV, and organization notes ready for reference. 5. Keep a pen and paper handy for taking notes. 6. Decide whether you're more comfortable sitting or standing. 7. Maintain a positive, interested, and enthusiastic tone in your voice. 7. Smiling can help convey positivity. 8. Keep your tone relatively formal and avoid overfamiliarity. 9. Speak clearly, at a moderate pace, and avoid excessive verbal fillers. 10. Don't hesitate to seek clarification if needed. 11. Remember that a phone interview is typically a precursor to an in-person meeting. Very few organizations offer a job solely based on a phone interview. 11. However, leaving a positive impression at this stage lays the foundation for success in a face-to-face interview. With these insights, you're better equipped to navigate various interview types, including telephone interviews. Nailing your video interview, tips and tricks. Video interviews are gaining popularity among employers as the next step in the recruitment process once you've made it to the shortlist. Some employers prefer real-time interviews conducted via platforms like Skype or FaceTime, while others opt for recorded online video questionnaires, allowing them to review your responses at their convenience. Here, we share our top tips for acing your video interview. 1. Follow instructions carefully. Start by carefully reviewing the employer's instructions and reach out to them if you have any questions or uncertainties. 2. Prepare in advance. Don't leave anything to the last minute. 2. Familiarize yourself with the equipment and ensure it's set up correctly. 2. If you're using your own gear, consider doing a test run with friends or family. 2. If you're using equipment at an office or a career service center, arrive well ahead of time to get comfortable with it. 3. Confidence is key. Prior to starting the interview, make sure you feel confident and composed. 3. If you're at home, put up a "Do Not Disturb" sign on your door and silence your phone. 4. Set up your space. Adjust the camera so that it focuses on you, and position the microphone nearby for clear audio. 4. Tidy up the table in front of you. 4. Avoid sitting with your back to a window, and ensure the background is uncluttered. 4. You don't want distractions like a ticking clock or household items in view. 5. Dress the part. Dress as you would for a traditional in-person interview. If you're unsure about attire, find out before the interview. Avoid wearing bright white, vibrant colors, small stripes, or busy patterns that may dazzle the camera. 5. Opt for solid, plain colors instead. 6. Minimize distractions. Since the microphone picks up all ambient noise, refrain from fidgeting or tapping your pen during the interview. 7. Eye contact and smile. Maintain eye contact by looking directly into the camera. Remember to smile. It conveys positivity and confidence. 8. Use picture-to-picture sparingly. If available, you can use the picture-in-picture feature to see how you appear on camera. However, avoid looking at it too frequently, as it may give the impression that you're not maintaining eye contact with the interviewer. 9. Embrace technology. While interviews can be nerve-wracking, adapting to the technology will reflect positively on your candidacy. Be yourself, stay natural, and don't let the tech intimidate you. By following these guidelines, you'll be well prepared to shine in your video interview and make a lasting impression on your potential employer. Good luck! What to anticipate on interview day. This guide becomes particularly valuable when you have an upcoming interview that deviates from the standard, conventional format. Let's delve into some unique interview scenarios. Portfolio-based interviews. If you're interviewing for a role in design, media, communications, or applying for a related course, be prepared for a portfolio-based interview. You'll likely need to showcase your work and engage in an in-depth discussion about your chosen pieces. When prepping for this, think about how to introduce your portfolio and discuss the creative process behind each design. Consider the practicality of your portfolio size. Lugging around an oversized A1 folder on crowded trains and escalators may not be ideal. Technical interviews for positions or courses that demand technical expertise. Expect technical questions or even a separate technical interview. These questions might revolve around projects from your coursework or involve solving technical problems. While it's essential to demonstrate your knowledge, it's also okay to acknowledge when you're unsure, emphasizing your enthusiasm for learning. Don't fret if you don't have the exact answer. Interviewers often value your thought process and problem-solving skills. Sequential interviews, multiple mini-interviews, sequential interviews, sometimes known as stations, involve 2 or more consecutive interviews, each with a different interviewer. Typically, each interviewer assesses various competencies, motivations, or understanding. Some stations may even require you to complete practical tasks or quizzes. It's possible that the same topic will come up at multiple stations. If this occurs, ensure you answer each question as thoroughly as the previous one. Remember that the interviewer at Station B may not have knowledge of your response at Station A. So be consistent and comprehensive in your answers across all stations. By being aware of these unique interview scenarios, you can better prepare yourself for success on the big day. Good luck! And subscribe to our channel for more tips to nail that job interview.